Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Thanks for Sharing podcast. We are brought to you by Cold Blooded Kingdom, Sharky's Barbershop, Chop Shop Studio, Dunkin' Donuts, Nike, Volkswagen, ERT Restoration, and Pink Cloud Vape Shop.
With each sponsor, I was just going to be like, whoo, give another. Do another.
Why didn't you
get another one? Lit. Get it.
You should have done it, dude. You missed your opportunity.
I fucked up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do 127? Fuck it.
Come on, man. All right. Today we have one of my oldest friends.
Yeah.
Shane Carroll.
Which low-class genius, Nate.
Yeah. He gets
that.
talked about every episode of this podcast.
So let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah, he keeps annoying me all week, and he's like, I've known you way longer than that dude. And
How long have you known him?
How long have I known him?
Mm-hmm.
About 7 years. I've known you since the first grade.
Yeah, and this dude, he's like, let Joe know that, like, come on, I've known him longer. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've known him for, I don't know, 20 years? 20 plus?
Yeah, about.
No, you would say, how old are you in first grade?
I have no idea. How old's a first grader?
7, I think.
7?
Yeah. I'm going to go with 7.
7, right?
I think you start in first grade 6, and then you're 7. So let's say, I'm 32. Let's take 7 years from that. What's that, 25? 25 years.
Okay.
It's a long fucking time.
I'm not gonna fact check you on it, but that's fine. Yeah, man, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
You're kind of going in the wind a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'll be gone for a year.
Yeah, and then you pop up and
I'll come out.
And you're like, why don't you guys hit me up?
What the fuck? Why don't you guys call me? Why don't you talk to me? That one time we had that show in South Philly.
Yeah.
You and Mark were literally, you guys made me feel so bad. You're like, all right, man, we'll see you in 3 years. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, I go to work, I come home, and I fucking just chill.
Yeah, and you realize you're a bad friend, and it's fine. I still love you.
He's always got to say that, too. I'm being a bad friend. Or we could say I'm being a good family guy.
Good family guy.
Good husband.
All right, Peter Griffin, calm down, dude.
How's this going?
What do you mean? How's this going?
How's this been going?
We're rocking it. We're like probably top 5 podcasts in Philadelphia.
I have to say the fucking name is gold.
Thanks, man.
It's a good name.
Because we're just sharing stories. We're just butting around, dude.
You got your guys in AA. They're going to appreciate the name.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yup. That's where I got it from.
And then it applies to people that never fucking been to AA.
I know.
Losers. Losers will understand what that means. Or is it the other way around?
I don't know. You got me. Am I a loser?
Are you the loser for going?
Are you the loser?
I don't know. I don't know. What's the percentage of people that you have podcasted that like went to AA and stopped going?
That stopped going?
Yeah. 0. I'm the only
The past 3 people, they go to AA.
The Delco dude.
The Delco dude.
What's
Stubbs.
his name?
Stubbs.
Get some fucking hoagies, watch Spurs, dude.
Yeah, go fucking Wawa, get some hoagies, do some fucking fake Xanax that I got from a delivery driver. These hoagies.
Oh yeah, you like fucking raw onions on that fucking hoagie, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking stinks, dude, but I like them and shit.
Yeah, I just want extra mayo on my fucking raw hoagie.
So Delco...
You a Delco advocate, or?
I mean, like, there's some fucking trash in Delco, and I love it, though, because, I fucking knock on doors, right?
Yeah.
So, like...
You're a glorified Jehovah's Witness.
I am.
Which we had a show together. You were playing music. I did stand-up. And it was all people you work with who were like, who the fuck is this dude with a microphone talking right now?
Yeah.
And I said, you all work for Power. And they got way too excited. They were like, woo!
Woo! Yeah!
And I was like, you're all a bunch of glorified Jehovah's Witnesses. You know that, right? Then your one boy, like a month later, I don't like him. That's what it is.
Who is it?
I don't know. That one dude.
No. Fucking say the name.
I don't know his name.
You can remember. All right. What's he look like?
I'll tell you exactly what he said. You'll know his name. You can say it on here. I don't care. I don't remember what he looks like.
Oh, Hartley.
But I remember I showed up at your house. He's like, yeah, is he a Delco dude?
Nah, he's from Township, New Jersey.
Yeah,
South Jersey.
It
was at Britt's parents' house.
Yeah, because he came up to me. He's like, you're the guy who thinks he's funny doing stand-up comedy, huh? Yeah. He's like, let me tell you about my buddy Ralphie. He whips his nuts out all the time, dude. It's fucking hilarious. And I was like, Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Fucking
said,
cool.
I'm sure it's a great time, dude.
Well, everyone's got their thing. You know, you say you're gay a lot.
I do say I'm gay a lot.
All right. So, you know, I sent you a text earlier. I said, we're going to talk about you being gay.
And I said, I've already talked about it on this podcast.
We've talked about it, which is cool. It is what it is. But in my opinion, you know, it's the shtickety dick.
It is a shtick.
You know,
And
like
you said a shtick, and I said, thanks for calling me thick. I think you're gay.
yeah. Lick on the flit and suck on the dick.
There it is, dude.
Giving the bitch and then licking the stick.
Aspiring rapper.
Get it?
Escargot.
Nah, I'm like an aspiring, like, stay-at-home rapper.
Yeah.
Just drive my wife nuts
Yeah.
rapping
That's good, dude.
about
You're
the
just-
fucking cushions on the couch.
Yeah, you're just flowing.
Yeah, rap
You're a
about.
real artist, dude. That's what it
Yeah, I'm
is.
like on the couch, baby. Ouch! What you trying to do?
Yeah.
Do you like that, dude?
He's not paying attention. He's playing our two executive producers, Dad.
Can I
Ron
like
and
say
Mark.
that there's two guys behind me?
Yeah, they're here every week.
All right, so there's two guys behind me. Everyone, okay, all right. There's Mark and Davron, or Mark and Sean,
Yeah.
and they're just behind me, and I'm just like
Yeah.
looking at Mark, his big ass glasses, with his tongue out. They're just chilling. So there's two guys behind us just chilling.
They're
Which they know.
They're the two producers. Davron
producers.
does 99% of the work for this podcast.
Okay.
Mark just shows up and they
Okay.
play Super Smash Brothers off camera.
Okay. So
And
Davron
Davron-
does most of the work. Mark does nothing. So
Yeah.
he's not a producer.
And Davron's a wizard. No, he's a producer.
Why is he a producer?
He did the theme song for the intro.
Oh wow. It's so good. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's like a.
The first time we ever talked about Davron with you, you said, "What is that? Long for Dave." You have spit in your beard.
COVID just chilling, dude.
Dude, please get that out of your beard. It's gross.
Can you guys do like a close up?
No.
No.
Do you see someone behind the camera? Like, get his face real quick.
Is it
Switch
going?
cameras. There's one camera.
Is it going?
Yeah.
All right.
And you said long for Dave.
Yeah, Davron. What's that? Davron? Yeah. I should have said, is it like David Ron?
Spelled wrong in my phone.
Yeah.
I think there's an A after the V.
I would actually probably spell it D-double-A. Da. Like Davron.
Davron.
You know what I mean? Like the double A is like,
Yeah.
I'm the bull da.
It's like a sip of Sprite.
It's like it's like a sip of Sprite.
Real refreshing, dude.
Oh, dude, man.
So we grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Beat
been in,
sounds, get it?
yeah, we've been in bands together, which is always fun. None of them went anywhere.
Nope.
All very good too, I must say. I'm not even honking my own horn. Probably terrible.
The times that it didn't go anywhere, it wasn't because of drugs for me yet, right?
No.
No. Drugs was way before.
Well, we did have a good pop punk band going, and Mark quit to be in Gloves Off.
Mark quit,
Then Gloves Off kicked him
which I
out
don't blame him. Gloves off was a little better.
until he got the boot.
I mean, did we even have a name?
Nah, we couldn't decide on a name.
Nah. And then Brian, great guitar player. He would play this shit that was just. What's the timing there? I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm just gonna play some pop punk shit.
Yeah. He
And
just
then
got
Mark
married.
over there just, oh, my hands hurt, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
My hands hurt.
We were killing it. We crushed.
What's that thing you have with your hands, Mark?
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
He has arthritis now.
I have to ask, is the carpal tunnel from jerking off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said yes.
Other dudes.
Yeah, it's from fat.
Jerking other dudes
Yeah.
off. They must have been
From
big
fat.
dicks. And a lot of dicks.
A lot of dicks.
A lot of
That's-
big, girthy beer cans.
Dude, a lot of tuna cans out here, just short and
Tuna cans.
short and stumpy.
Oh, was that the fucking tuna in oil or the tuna in water?
I don't know.
Have you ever noticed that? You probably wouldn't.
I don't
notice
eat tuna. Yeah.
All right. But that's like the biggest thing.
I'll eat a tuna steak. I won't eat a.
Oh, tuna steak is banging. I don't
Yeah,
do
it's
it
great.
often. It's kind of like how much I see you.
Yeah.
I'll get like a tuna steak every other
You gotta
year.
get one tonight when you leave here.
I might get one tonight.
Just cook up a tuna.
But I never noticed that if you go and you buy a tuna, it says at the bottom of the can, you know, tuna in water or tuna in oil.
Yeah.
The tuna in oil is fire.
Is it good, dude?
Yeah, it's good. Feel like the Italians do that. Your mom would know about the tuna in oil.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not big tuna people at the house. We don't buy canned tuna that much, I don't think.
Yeah, growing up, I had like canned tuna. Canned tuna
Yeah.
was around, but like, I don't. Ever since I've, been in the house with Brett, I don't think I've ever bought tuna.
Yeah.
You know,
It's part of growing up, man. Get over the tuna.
I guess.
Too much tuna.
Yeah.
So I remember we went to grade school together. St. Ephraim's represent. Then you started high school. You're a year ahead of me. You started high school, and your sophomore year, that's the second year, right?
Yeah.
You got kicked out of Egan, and you came to Ben Salem High School. And I was sitting in my biology class, which
Oh, dude.
our biology teacher was like notorious, like no one passes his class. And he was what was he, a Vietnam vet with cerebral palsy? So he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that guy was fucked up.
Yeah, dude. And I remember.
What was his name?
Mr. I don't want to say.
You gotta remember
it was
his name.
Mr. P.
Mr. P.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with Mr. P. I gotta think of it because his name, I think, is what made that guy.
Yeah.
Attached to his ridiculous.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah. Did he turn the lights off?
Well, this is what happened. The first day, so the way high school worked, our high school was weird because they did block scheduling. So it was 4 classes a day for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So halfway through the year, you would switch classes. I remember it was our second day of the new classes because we were halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And I remember I had this dude for biology. I said, I'm not passing this class. And the second day of that class, I sat in the back because it went alphabetical and there was only one chair open and you walked in and I said, I'm immediately failing this class, which I ended up in summer school with you.
You had that little gay fucking blonde hair cut.
I was killing it, dude.
You were killing it.
Were you killing it, do you think?
I mean, I was killing it with heroin and drugs.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of heroin in high school.
When I was that
Well, it wasn't heroin yet.
No.
Oxys were still fashionable.
Oxys were big. And I remember I went through like a... just from that school, just because it's a grimy, disgusting school, I went through like a little Xanax phase.
Yeah, Xannies.
But I only took them when I was at school.
Yeah, so you could forget the day.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking remember that shit.
Yeah, but I remember there was a couple things about being in that class, dude. First off, like I think your first day in that class, which was the second day of the class, this is how intense it was for a biology class for fucking freshmen in high school.
Ran by a Vietnam vet in a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair. And
then he had to climb up on the desk.
he had 3 different desks and he would climb up and
they were all different levels.
Yeah.
So he had this Vietnam vet, no legs.
He had legs. They just didn't work.
Okay.
He definitely had legs.
I went Lieutenant Dan there for
Yeah,
Vietnam vet. All right. So he's got like, the classroom. And then at the front of the classroom was his desk. But there was 3 desks with 3 different levels.
Yeah.
So he'd have to come in. And
he would.
Yeah. And then just have to. God, what desk is he going to today?
But I remember this was a biology class, and it was our second day, and he literally fucking wheeled himself to the back of the room, turned off all the lights, and he said, "Put your hands down on put your heads down on the desk.
Yeah.
Now picture helicopters are flying above you. This is what Vietnam's like." And I was like, "What?"
I'm like, "What's going on?"
No, our biology teacher.
So good luck on the biology. I would have no clue what this fucking guy was teaching.
Yeah.
First of all, I was high.
But I remember he did
every day.
He said, "Does anybody in this class have cannabis sativas on them?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He asked you specifically.
Yeah, this dude comes up to me. He knew what strain he wanted. Yeah, he came up to me.
Yeah, and you had no idea what it was, and you were like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Shane, that's marijuana," and you were like, "Oh no!" Then 2 seconds later, you were like, "I got some in my pocket."
Yeah, I looked over at you. I was like, "It's in my pocket."
Yeah,
I got it. But that, I'm what's that sophomore year? So I'm 16.
Yeah,
right. So like, I don't like. It was like, you have cannabis sativa. I'm like, what the fuck is that, man?
Exactly.
Herb, bud, weed.
Yeah, you had it.
Some grizzy.
Then I remember you were cheating off somebody during a test.
Oh, I love to cheat.
And he silently got down 3 levels of desks with his forearms.
Yep.
Wheeled his wheelchair to the back, knocked all my shit off the desk, and he said, "Do you think this is a fucking game?" And I was like,
"Yeah." He thought you were cheating.
And he was like, "I know what you're up to."
Yeah, I was the one clearly cheating. I loved to cheat. Like, dude, like
it's an adrenaline rush.
Like, even if it was a test where like there wasn't wrong answers, it was just an opinion.
Yeah,
I'd still look over at the next smartest person. Like, what are they putting? I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. Yeah. I didn't even have my own thoughts. I had to fucking cheat from someone that were literally opinions.
Yeah.
Cheat on the SAT. I had to cheat all the time because I didn't have time for stuff.
Right.
That's fucked up.
Then I remember we also had lunch together. And
That's where the black people just loved me.
Yeah,
oh, white boy crazy.
yeah, because
white
you would
boy
walk
crazy.
around playing air guitar in the middle of the cafeteria, rocking out with
I would do
headphones
like
in. And they'd be like, "Oh, Shane on one today."
shit crazy. Shit crazy.
I remember the vice principal was walking around the cafeteria and you threw an M&M across the cafeteria and it hit her and she came up and screamed at me.
Yeah.
Which happened a lot with you. Yeah. Then you screamed back at the vice principal and she like apologized.
Yeah, there was one time when I was doing like air guitar behind her.
Yeah.
Like this was her facing you.
Yeah.
And I'm behind her just like, oh yeah. Just fucking.
Yeah, and the whole cafeteria would erupt and be like, "Oh, Shay on one!"
Man, Shane on one. Get on him, Shane. White boy crazy.
Yeah, you were killing it, dude.
And I don't know. I guess for like a weird white guy, it's kind of cool when blacks like it. It's just like, yeah, the black community thinks I'm kind of funny.
Yeah.
So like, you do drugs. The black people like you. You're like, I'm doing all right.
Well, I remember one time I was selling weed for a little bit, and I say selling weed, meaning I would get half an ounce and just smoke a lot of weed
And give some
and
to your
sell
friends.
some of it.
Yeah.
But I remember we were down in Temple in North Philly, and you just disappeared for the night. And I get a phone call, and you're like, "Yo, I met some people. They want some weed." And I
Yeah.
go to like 17th and Dolphin, and
Yeah,
you're just
just
on
the
a stoop with like 15 black dudes,
Just chilling.
and you were like, "There's my boy," and
Joey Dub.
and they were sick of your shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because they were like, "Damn, Shane, let me talk to your man real quick." And you were just like, "He's got the fire." And they're like, "Damn, Shane, get away from me."
Yo, back the fuck up, homie. And I'm like, I thought we were friends. I'm all fucked up.
We had good times down at Temple.
I had a great. So
Do you remember the one time you did a bunch of methadone wafers? And the one dude was asking
methadone wafers, dude. The wafers, the big,
biscuits.
as big as this fucking what do they call this again? I have this at my house. I don't even know what it's called.
Holy Communion?
No,
a
this
wafer.
joint.
Oh, I don't know what it's called.
Pop filter.
Yeah.
Pop filter.
But I remember you did a bunch of those, dude, and we're in the middle of North Philly. Very urban environment, dude, and you had a harmonica on you.
Yeah.
And you just kept playing the harmonica at every light.
I'm a minstrel.
Yeah, you were like, you said direct quote, you were like,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm a minstrel. You got to let me mince. And I was like, what is this dude saying right now?
You gotta let me like play the harmonica. And shit.
Yeah, but I remember some homeless dude was asking us for directions, and he was like, "Yo, can I get $5.50 for the L? And how I get here?" And he was holding his dick, wearing sweatpants, and he kept like pulling it out, and you were like, "Dude, your dick's out."
Your dick's
and
hanging
he was
out,
like, "Just
dude.
send me over $5.50."
I'd be like, bro, but your dick is hanging out. Your dick. It's this big black beer can just chilling
Yeah,
out.
he had a little tuna can on him.
Yeah, a little black chode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One great time down at Temple. This is I hit everything but the break story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, fucking, I was, at this point doing heroin or whatever. And we were at like a Halloween party or something. That's the night. It was like me, you, Violent.
Yeah.
We all had like no shirts on. I had eyeliner or something like that.
I was rolling face on ecstasy.
Rolling. I remember one part. I was just like, yeah, that was the night. I'm pretty sure. I was like, yeah, this party's beat, and I just left, right? And then down the street there was like a 7-Eleven, and there was like these two gangly black dudes outside of the Sev. I pull up and I'm like, yo, like I wasn't even high on heroin yet, but I did like the, you can you get any dope? And the guy was like, yeah, what you need, man?
Yeah.
And I to this day, I don't know how they didn't fucking burn me. But he goes, yeah, I got you what you need. I was just, let me get 3 bags.
Yeah.
Or, I get 3 bags.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 3 bags.
Did you watch the Eagles game today?
Yeah,
Those are cool shits.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, talk is cheap. You know what I mean? So then the guy, he goes into this just row home, end of the row, was right next to like a 7-Eleven. I gave him my money.
Mm-hmm.
So like at this point, I'm desperate. Like I'll do anything. And I was drunk too. I got drunk at the party. That's the thing. Like, that's why I don't drink anymore, because if I drink, all inhibitions go out the window and I'll just start doing drugs. Right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. So he comes out with this old ass, like 84-year-old, wrinkly old black dude, hands me the bags of dope. And he goes, all right, man, you're good. I'm like, nah. I went like this. And I was like, nah, hold up. I got to taste it. So then I put my hand in the bag, tasted it. I looked at the guy. I was like, all right, we're good. do it, and then shoo, just driving. I think I was like at one point on Lehigh Ave, I was like a fucking tic tac.
Yeah.
Hitting every car because I just kept dipping out. And that's when I was like, yeah, I hit everything but the brakes. Just fucking up cars. My truck was fucked up.
Car hit everything but the lottery.
Yeah.
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 Dude.
Heroin.
I remember the first time I saw someone do heroin, it was you, and you were
me.
still snorting it, and you drove a shitty, I think it was like a Pontiac. What was that white car?
It was a Pontiac. Saturn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pontiacs and Saturns aren't the same thing.
Yeah, well, it's, no, I think Pontiac makes Saturn.
I don't know, dude. I don't know nothing about cars. But I remember you had this contraption you put in your steering wheel, dude. It was just like a block, and you were like, "You mind if I do a bang and dump real quick?" Dude? And I was like, I mean, what choice do I have, dude?
Wasn't I shooting at that time, though?
Nah, you snorted it.
Yeah. I think I was shooting, though. But
Then you were probably pissed off. You were like, I can't believe I got to snort this.
Yeah, I got to snort it in front of this fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I snorted. I'm telling you, because
dude, you were the worst to drive around with because I would have my iPod throwback on shuffle, and I would be like, a song would come on that you would really like, and I would change it, and you'd just be nodding.
All right, let's reenact that real quick.
You would be nodding in the front seat.
All right, so you drive.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Mark, play a song.
Okay, this is already too much.
All right.
So I'm driving. The song comes on. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, nope, this song's whack. Next song.
Turn that back on, man.
Yeah, you'd be like, why'd you change that?
Totally out
and
of
I'd be like, because you're asleep. You're like, I'm not asleep. My eyes are just heavy.
My eyes are just heavy. Yeah. Just out. But
you are the weirdest drug addict
my
I ever met.
inner ear functions weren't off.
Yeah.
Everything else was gone. I was probably like a beat. My heartbeat was off. Was totally rested. Out for the count. But the music, I can hear it. And I'm just like, turn it back on.
Yeah, turn that back. I like that song, man.
Yeah, I like it.
One time you were high on heroin and you picked up your beagle, Murphy. And you were like, you ever just rub a dog's eyelids? And I was like, excuse me? You're like, they love it, dude.
I miss that dog, man.
Good dog.
Yeah.
Great dog. I hate your dog now.
Yeah, you hate my fucking dog.
Yeah. Which I've been thinking about. Do I want another dog? Because my dog's very dead. And, dude, you just meet some annoying dogs, and your dog's an annoying dog. It's like deterring me from getting a dog.
I mean, dude, my dog's just excited to see it.
Yeah.
Pet her, get used to her.
Yeah, then she doesn't stop.
She'll chill.
She'll chill.
She just don't fuck
You say this every time, and yet it doesn't
She doesn't
happen.
like gay guys.
Wow. That's fucked up,
She
dude.
don't fuck with the gays.
Can't say that in 2020 anymore,
Yeah,
dude.
well, she don't fuck with the gays.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You better get your dog some help then.
Yeah. Well, I got a racist dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Or no, would
dude?
gay be race? No, it'd be like Creed or whatever, dude.
Creed? I don't think it's Creed, dude.
Gender. No, not gender. Whatever.
Dude, sexual orientation,
Leave it
is
in the
that what
comments
you're
below.
going for? Yeah, leave it in the comments
Leave it in the
below,
comments
dude. I feel every dude that I'm friends with named Shane loves Saves the Day. Do you find that weird?
Yeah. Who's the other Shane you like that like saves the day?
My buddy Shane Bonham and Shane that we grew up with.
Oh, Schroed?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a saves the day guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed them play at This Is Hardcore,
I did.
which was the best set I ever saw
Yeah.
because they played what they played. They played Can't Slow Down, like everything off it, some B-sides off of it,
That's some good shit right there.
and like all the bangers,
That's that rare.
all the bangers from Through Being Cool. So now I thought it was so funny because if you break down like the festival that is This Is Hardcore that happens every year in Philadelphia, it's pretty much a 3-day fist fight.
Yeah. People just fuck
And
each
it's like
other
people are like, I want to pay money to get into a 3-day fist fight.
up to get fucked up.
And I go every year because all my boys go, and it's like I like some hardcore bands, but I'm just not like okay.
Those people just have problems at home.
You
If they're
think
just like,
all
I
of
want to
them-
go and beat people up. Like, stay the fuck home, loser. I
Yeah.
want to listen to music. Yeah, man. I mean, like, I might fucking get into it, but why do you got to hit people the whole time, man? Just relax.
Some people are just built like that, dude.
What if you had a guy just like, in the pit, everyone's fucking each other up, and there's just one dude like,
Dude, I had a dude pretty much. I saw Set Your Goals who pretty much came up to me who was like that, and it was at the TLA, and the whole TLA like opens up if there's a mosh pit, dude, and it's just people throwing haymakers, dude, because they played their whole first album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and some dude just was walking through all of this, dude, not getting hit at all, and he just came up to me and he was like, he whispered in my ears, and it was the strangest thing ever. He was like, "Yo, Guns N' Roses, man," and I was like, "What?" And he was like,
"Were you wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt?" No.
And he was like, GNR, man, and just walked away, and I was like,
Appetite for Destruction, man.
Yeah, but dude, Saves the Day came on. And I never been more frightened in my life. People were just fucking each other up all day to these hardcore bands.
And then even the Saves the Day, they were fucking people up.
Feedback started coming off of their guitar, dude, and it was like it was like a minute of no music, and people were just like rushing the stage, like drop kicking each other. I was like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. And some dude just passed out on stage. He like got up on stage because there's no barricade. Just got up on stage and just hit the ground. I was like, oh my God, someone died during Saves the Day, dude. They're officially the hardest band ever.
I actually remember you telling me that.
Then I remember I got on stage and I stage dove off the stage, dude. And it's not like I'm 6'5" and like 300 pounds, dude. Like everyone moved out of the way and I just face planted onto concrete.
Yeah, they were just like, fuck this gay guy that's jumping into the fucking ground.
Wow, dude. It's like in 21 Jump Street when he punches the dude and he's like, "Did you punch me because I'm gay?" And he's like, "What? I didn't know that till after."
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know you were fucking gay. I still don't think you're actually gay. You just kind of say it. But
I just say because I want to say things are gay again because everybody's too woke now and you can't say things are gay. And I think that's pretty gay.
Yeah.
We now interrupt this podcast for a brief moment for a very, very serious musical guest. Escargot.
Get it. Get it. Y'all ain't even fucking know I'm at the table. You ain't even motherfucking thinking that I be able. What you want to do? What you want to say? Fucking with the bitches because I'm doing my way. Oh. Ha ha. Come on, get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. What the fuck you want to do? What you want to do, motherfucker? Come and leg up on my dick. Yeah. Come and get that fucking shit because I write my own script. Yeah. Kitty, get it. Little kitty on the fucking chair. What you want to do, baby? You know it ain't fair. What? Let me get it because I read it and I fucking and I do it and I want to fucking get it because I know what you want to fucking do because I know you. And I don't give a fucking shit because I fuck you. And I don't know what to say, but I do it every day because I fucking what a motherfucker. What you want to do? Haha, I got that fucking super glue in my back pocket. What you want to do? Because I got it. Never give a motherfucker suck up on the dick and then I lick him on the clit. Get that shit because I'm so fucking legit. Haha, what you want to do, motherfucker? Come and get the motherfucker when you be licking.
All right, that was very serious rapping. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
Get it.
Okay, buddy. Whatever you say.
Oh. Woo! Oh. Okay, buddy.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Okay, buddy. Whatever you say.
Oh, man. All right.
Woo!
You all right, man?
Are you all right?
I'm great.
All right. All right. I was happy for you. I was happy for you.
Okay.
Yeah. You're getting mad at me. I don't like it.
It's easy to get mad at you.
It is pretty easy.
Right.
Yeah, Britt's pretty mad at me every day.
Well, she's a saint.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave her a trophy.
What, for dealing with you?
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
It was engraved, thanks for dealing with me for 2 years. And now it's been a total of 11.
Trophy. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was 9 fucking years ago.
I was at your wedding, dude.
You were.
And our buddy got you a card, and I was with him the night before, and he was like, yeah, how much should I put in the card? And I was like, at least $100.
Yeah. Mark, how much would you give for a wedding? Someone you knew well.
What do you mean?
Like in a card, how much money? Joe was getting married tomorrow. How much would you put in a card?
Oh, I don't know. What do you do? It's like 200 or something?
All right, cool. That's all I need to know.
It's like per person. Like if you have a +1, probably 200.
Yeah, or it's like you cover
or if it's
the plate.
just you, it's 100.
Yeah, the whole idea of it is that you cover the plate.
Right.
Right. So you gave me a good amount.
I gave you
everyone
100.
gave a good amount.
Or something. I don't know.
And then you just get a dude
who asked me the night before, I asked him, I said, yeah, what are you putting in the car? Because I get anxiety about those things. And he was like,
Oh,
and he had a
$10.
+1, and he was like, I don't know, I was thinking like $50. And I was like, dude, you can't put $50 in the car, dude.
Dude, it was less than that. The dude gave me half of that. It was 25, and he had a +1.
He gave you $7, 4 quarters, and a $2 scratchy.
Yeah, fucking put the rest in his arm. I get it though. It's cool. I mean, you got to save some for the dope. You know?
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Sometimes you just got to get lit.
He was an interesting dude because his car was totaled, not because of his own accord. Someone smashed into it out front of his house.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he was talking about someone you work with, and he was like, I can't believe they smoke weed at work. And I was like, yeah, it's better than shooting heroin in a field and passing out for an hour.
It is. It is.
And he was like, well, why would you say that? I was like, because that's what you did.
He's one of those dudes where it's just like, why are you like this?
Yeah.
Like, what is everything okay? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, just stupid shit he does. And I'm like that too. I get it. But this dude is dumb.
Yeah.
I was going to use the R word.
Yeah, he's dumb. He's not all there, dude. He was my phone background for a while because of the eyebrows.
Yeah.
He would have this, like, The Rock look on him.
What you talking a lot?
Yeah. And, dude, I remember I changed my background to, like, me and my nephew, and I had to get a new phone, and I was at the Apple store, and they, like, rebooted my phone, and the last time I updated my phone, he was the background. And the lady working at the Apple store came up, and she was like, is this your information?
Yeah, like,
and
who
I
is
was
this
like,
guy?
yeah, it's this dude I know.
Yeah. I would like, you probably shouldn't show the picture, but the picture's fucking hilarious.
The picture's great.
Just like this picture of this dude, a good looking dude, but his fucking eyebrows are just like all the way up.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that face where you're just like, I don't know, he's got that type of face I want to punch sometimes.
Yeah.
But then he's got that type of face like
Sometimes you just gotta.
I greet him with like 2 kisses on the cheek because like I love him.
Right.
And yeah, he's not good for me though.
He's not good for you.
No, he's really bad. My wife hates him.
Yeah, because you were doing good, then you went down a rough road.
Kratom.
Kratom.
Yeah. Fucking Kratom. He's like, you know, so I was getting off Suboxone, and that was like 7 years.
Yeah.
Right?
A long time, dude.
Long time. And the doctor was like, look, like, you'll be good, man. Just like, you know, wean off it. I'll give you a little. You'll get off, you'll be fine. And I was like, nah, I don't want to fucking do that. I'm just going to go cold turkey. All right. He's like, I advise against it. I'm like, I don't fucking care what you advise against. I need to just stop taking it. Stop taking it, go down the shore for 4 days with my buddy Jimmy. We go there for 4 days. The withdrawal got worse when I got back home.
Oof.
So the 4 days down the shore, it sucked. It was whatever. Thinking it would have went away. The 5th day when I went home, it was worse. Awful. So this little fucking devil that we're talking about, that's why I call him. He's a little devil.
Yeah.
He's just always on my shoulder. Like, why don't you do this?
It was on my anniversary.
Well,
I spoke for 4 years, I think, or 5 years.
We were going to a meeting. We stopped at this fucking little shady ass smoke shop. You know the kind.
Yeah.
You know the kind.
Yeah, where you get the gas station dick pills.
Exactly.
And they're like, this will make your dick explode.
Yep. So he's like, I got to get some here. He's like, just come with me. I'm like, all right, cool, come with me. He's like, yo, you should take this shit. It's called Kratom. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to take it. Because I think like now it was like maybe 2-3 weeks into like withdrawal. So all the pain withdrawal, physical withdrawal was gone, but I wasn't sleeping at all. He's like, take this stuff. It's all natural. It'll help you sleep. And I'm like, nah, man, I think I'm just going to do it myself. Like, whatever, I'll go through it. I need to remind myself. He's like, nah, dude, just buy it. You'll like it. And I'm like, all right, man, if you really want me to fucking buy it, I'll buy it. It was like this tincture. It was like a little vial, and it was liquid. You can get it in all types of forms, though. Like dick pill form, fucking powder, whatever.
Could you imagine being peer pressured into doing like a legal substance, dude?
Yeah, right. So we get there. We go to your meeting that you're speaking at, right?
Yeah.
And we pull up. He's like, yo, you going to take it? And I'm like, no, dude, my boy's about to go speak at a meeting. This is like to help me fall asleep, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, then I'll take it when I go home. I want to get something out of this meeting. I want to go to it. And he was like, nah, just take it now. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. And he was like, all right, whatever. So we go to the meeting. You speak. You do great. It's a good meeting. Go home. I'm sitting on the shitter. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to fall asleep soon. It's probably like 10:30. I take this little fucking vial, and within like 20 minutes, I'm laying in my bed, and I'm fucked up. I felt like I snorted like a half a 30. So, clicked. It's all coming back to me. And, oh, yeah, I love this, blah, blah, blah. And then I text the devil. We'll call him the devil for now. And I tell him, I go, dude, what the fuck did you just give me? And he's like, why? You feeling good? On the phone, like talking real low. He's like, why, you feeling good? And I'm like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? Why did you give this to me? And he's like, you talking a lot? That was his measure of how good I was feeling.
Talking a lot.
Because if you get high, you know, it's like a perk high. You're feeling good, you're talking. And he's like, yeah, you talking a lot? I'm like, no, man, but I'm fucking high.
Yeah.
And then, like, ever since that, I fucking chased that fucking dumb drug. I probably spent thousands of dollars on that fucking stupid thing.
Yeah, man. I get it.
Yeah.
It calls your name.
All because of that fucking guy.
I remember I would go into the bathroom at work and do opiates, and I was so lazy. I still am lazy, but I would like come back like ready to work, just sweating instantly.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you guys want me to polish some spoons? And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, you want me to polish spoons?
Polish spoons. The greatest, still to this day, the greatest story in the AA is when you would go do like lines, and then like you'd go take people's orders, and you'd have like blue stuff coming out of your nose.
Yeah.
You're just like, can I get you guys anything?
Yeah.
And you just got blue shit coming out.
Dude, I always think about like the disgusting things you'll do. Like not like crazy things, but like when you're just in the grips of addiction, dude. And I remember I was getting high in a bathroom, and this other dude I worked with would get high, and he picked his boogers, and it was like fucking like blue boogers.
Yeah.
From snorting 30s.
Call them dingles.
Yeah, and he threw it in the trash, and I was like, oh!
Just like,
I was like, you didn't eat that? And he was like, what? That's gross. Why would I eat my boogers? I'm like, that's like $10 right there.
dude. Yeah. Wait, you were the one taking it out. It was him taking it out of his nose.
Yeah, he picked a boogie and threw it in the trash can, and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You wasted that.
You wasted that.
You're a dummy, dude. Don't you know you're supposed to eat your blue boogers?
Yeah. Didn't someone drop an Oxy on the ground in a Wawa parking lot, and you were just like, I need this.
Yeah. It was a fucked up night. I remember, like, back then, Oxys went for like $40-50.
Yeah.
We were down the shore. Somehow, the long story short, we got someone who had them, but we had to pay $1 a milligram. So we had to pay $80 for an 80.
Yeah. Which is what they got to anyways, kind of.
Yeah, probably. I think before I got to that, I was doing heroin anyway. So,
Yeah.
So, it was just, childhood friends. Met this dude at a Wawa in Wildwood. We get the 80s, and I remember I just grabbed mine real quick because I was hurting. Grabbed mine real quick, and I fucking just chewed it up and swallowed it. And then I give the other one to the two other guys. The other guy took it. The other one didn't take it right away. He had it like in his hand, and we were bullshitting or whatever. And then he looks in his pocket. He looks all around. He's like, fuck, I don't have it. And like, you're so self-involved at that point when you're on drugs.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I don't fucking care. I got my fix. I'm good. Like, what's wrong? And then now, after this, it's just self-humiliation, right? So we're in the Wawa parking lot, gravelly asphalt fucking parking lot, right? And I'm just like, this time, maybe the 30s kicking in or the 80s kicking in. I was like, I don't know, man. You want to try and find it? So we look around. We look in the fucking driveway of the Wawa parking lot. There's a blue 80 just smashed into the fucking concaves of the fucking asphalt.
Yeah.
So I look at my boy. I go, there it is, dude. Yeah. He looked at it. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's it.
You got to go for it.
That's
dude.
the 80. And he's like, what am I going to do? I'm like, do what you got to.
Yeah.
Do what you got to. That's 80 bills, dude.
Yeah. If
He's
he
like,
didn't do it, would you have just done it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Of
what
course.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to let that shit go to waste. But yeah, dude, all in shame, self-humiliation. He just bends down. And like, cars had to go through it. Like, they had to get by him. It was pretty packed night. It was probably 11 o'clock at night. Wawa, shit's popping. People are drunk, getting food. Here's this fucking skinny, lanky dude kneeling on the parking lot, snorting an 80 off the Wawa parking lot. And let's be honest, he didn't get all of the 80.
Nah.
Most of it was fucking in tires and
Yeah.
wherever.
Get enough though.
Imagine if he's just like, "Excuse me, sir, can I check your tires?
Yeah.
If there's any blue residue
I
on it?"
dropped something in your tires.
I dropped something in your tires.
Like what?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's blue. Can I look for it?
Like, yeah, sure, man. Like, whatever.
Dude, I remember a boy of ours who's deceased, dude. I lost half a 30, and my car still can get pretty filthy. I do a lot better job, but like back in the day, it was just
40?
like, nah. Back in the day, like it would be like up to the windows of just empty cans, dude. And I remember I lost it under my car seat. I was like, I can't find it. And this dude was like such like a bloodhound for drugs. He took like one look and he was like, I found it, dude. Can I have it? And I was like, no.
Can we talk about how much shit I stole from you growing up?
Yeah, he stole a good amount.
Oh man, yeah, I stole a lot of guitars from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still my friend. I love you, man.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, say I love you back.
I love you, dude.
Yeah, I remember you had the Fender Cyclone. I got one of them back for you though, didn't I?
The Cyclone, yeah.
The Cyclone. I remember my dad took it from me and put it in the attic.
Which later I sold for drugs.
Yeah. It's the circle of life. But I remember going up there, and my dad was like, yeah, I took guitars from you a couple years ago. I think there's one up in the attic. You can go grab it. I go up in the attic, and there's your fucking Cyclone sitting next to my fucking telly.
Yeah. And you felt like a hero. You
I
were
was like, oh my God.
You were like, I did it, man.
I
Redemption.
mean, I stole your amps, your bass players, your guitars. Fucking, yeah, it was fucked up, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
I'd be going into the pawn shop just sweating. I'm like, I got this amp.
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
$10.
$10.
Yeah. I'm like, that's it. I'll
Remember, there
take
was
it.
no worse feeling. Then they'll be like, I'll give you this, and you're like, can I get like $10 more? And they just know you're hurting, and they're like, no.
Well, dude, one time I got some sympathy from a woman in a pawn shop. Big ups to the one on New Falls Road in Levittown for helping your boy out. But that day earlier, I stole a credit card, right? And I went to a Home Depot, and I bought a $500 gift card, right? So the whole thing is like you buy a $500 gift card, you can go to a pawn shop, you get $250. So I'm like, all right, it's banging. I'm just gonna get bundles upon bundles.
Yeah.
Last me 2 days, whatever. Go to Home Depot, get the fucking $500 gift card. Bought it on a credit card. Go there. Hey, I got this $500 Home Depot card. I'd like $250 for it, please. Thank you. And she was like, okay, yeah, no problem. How much is on it? I was like, $500. She's like, okay. I don't know how she found out, but she was like, okay, did you buy this on a credit card? I'm like, yeah, you got a problem with that? She's like, yeah, we can't accept this. I'm like, what do you mean you can't accept it?
Yeah.
And she's like, we can't accept it. Just a single tear just coming down. I'm like, you have to accept it. Sweating, just going through it. She looked at me and she was like, all right, let me see what I can do. I'm like, please, anything. You got a dick back there I can suck.
Yeah.
She came back and she actually gave me like $150 for it.
Ah, that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking care. $150 was way better than
That's
I had
gold
earlier.
at the time, dude.
Yeah, to steal a credit card?
Dude, I remember when I was in the grips of it, I was like, you know, when you just root through like old pockets of your clothes and you're like, maybe I'll find something, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I still to this day don't know why I even did it, but I found like $300 in a pocket, like in my closet, and I was like, we're eating good tonight, boys.
See, I never did that because I knew there was nothing ever going to be there.
Yeah.
I always sucked my shit dry.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I sucked my family dry too, but they still love me.
Same, dude.
Yeah, we all did.
Redemption.
Suck them dry. My brothers hated me for a while.
Yeah.
I think I just stole everything they had.
My brother would always call me Bubbles.
What?
The Wire.
Oh yeah, Bubbles. Yeah. To this day, I think Bubbles display like that is the best junkie portrayal.
He had it right on.
Bubbles.
Andre Royo.
Yep. I think he played
big
the
fan
best
of the podcast.
Yeah. Andre Royo. Shout out.
Andre.
Shout out, Andre. Bubbles, and what was that dude, the mullet guy? He was actually from like Balmer. Steve Earle. Yep. And he plays guitar and shit. He's got that horrible hair. He's like, y'all gotta help yourself out, brother. You know? Great fucking show. Yeah, endocarditis. And I'm here. But I always thought that Andre Royo, I hope he watches the show one time, but
Yeah.
he was the best person ever I've seen play a junkie. Just perfect. His face, his mannerisms, the way he talked, the way he hustled, everything was perfect. That of a junkie.
Yeah.
Great.
But till this day,
Great
I
show.
haven't seen a show that's gotten an AA meeting right.
Nah, they're always fucked up. And sometimes, like, a lot of times you see AA, it's like in a circle.
Yeah.
I don't sit in a circle.
Then they're like, I'm going to stand up real quick. And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, no. What's that they always fuck that part up.
And I went to a meeting in Baltimore before, and I was like, okay, this seems normal.
Yeah. I got high in Baltimore before.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
was
they
that?
call drugs boy and girl over there.
Yeah.
So girl is heroin, boy is coke. You know what I mean? The boy is like, get up. And then the girl is just like, yeah.
Sure, dude.
Boy and girl, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, got high in Balmer.
In Baltimore.
Balmer.
Baltimore.
Balmer. Balmer.
Baltimore's,
Fucking Balmer, dude.
Baltimore's great.
There are some great accents in the Wire too. Like, and like it has something to do with like being from Philly. Like it's not far from Philly, so
Yeah.
like it has like that fucking weird accent. Yeah, Balmer. Just like how we say water.
Water.
Yeah. I went to Wyoming one time and asked for a bottle of water. The guy looked at me like I was a fucking crackhead. He's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I want some water, man." He was like, "What's that?" Are you fucking kidding me? You know, like a lake. You know, like a babbling brook.
I know.
Water.
I don't notice how bad it is because I think in my head, I'm like, no one sounds like that from here, but we all do like little things.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%.
I remember I was like I'm like a Patreon member for this podcast I like, and you got to do like a Zoom call with the two dudes, and I was talking to them, and they were like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, Philadelphia," and they were like, just going, they were like, "You want some water?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How you doing in the pandemic? You getting fucked up?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually sober."
Yeah.
And I guess I made the O too round sound there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
real
like,
sober.
I was like, "I'm sober," and they were like, "Yeah, you're from Philly, you fucking loser." And I was like,
Trash ball. You got back knee too.
"My back's clean, cuz
All right. I just remember
I got that good skin."
Bill Burr just trashed Philly one time. I was actually there. It was the traveling virus tour. I was so fucked up. I remember seeing like 4 of them upstage, but he just trashed Philly for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's like, "You fucking losers." He's like, "You got a real boxing legend, but you decide to fucking idolize a fake guy named Rocky Balboa."
Yeah. That's right, man. Statue and all.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when the Phillies won the World Series. I was with you.
Yeah, that was a bad year, 2008.
Yeah. First off, I remember because it was 2 separate nights.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was off from the pizza place I was working at the first night, and I went down there.
Yep.
And I was with Foley.
Foley was there, 40.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, homie.
Dude,
What's up, Mark?
you getting an hour later?
Come here, give me a hug. Loser.
I remember the first night. We're just hammered down there, dude. And we're
Smash. Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020s, brother.
How great is it that it's 2020?
Yeah, it's 2020. I wish I could go back to the Mad Dog 2020 days.
Yeah,
They were great.
they were.
But
I digress. Go ahead.
yeah, I remember we're hammered drunk. We're at our boy Bill's house, whose like dad lives in the city, and I guess his dad like has money because it looked like a regular townhouse, and you walked in and it was like an episode of Cribs, and it's like when plasma TVs came out, and I remember he was like, "Yeah, this is the bathroom." Plasma. He's like, "This is the kitchen," and he like lifted open. He like opened a cabinet, and he was like, "Plasma." And I was so we're drunk. We go down to Citizens Bank Park, and it's just fucking ice cold rain out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "We're gonna do it tonight," and it got rained out. I remember it was like all of Foley's friends. So like I knew a couple of those dudes, so I hopped in a car with someone. And I was like, "Where's Foley at?" They're like, "I don't know." I was like, "Fuck him."
Yeah.
And we pulled up back at the dude Bill's house, and Foley was just out front. He like walked, and he was like, "I made it, you fucking cowards."
Yeah.
Then the next day, I remember we drove down there, and my radio didn't work in the car because there was no antenna, so I had no idea what was going on in the game.
Yeah.
I remember we parked and we got on like Spring Garden. I remember there was no one out, dude. I was like, "I don't know if they won. The game's probably over." It was only half a baseball game,
Yeah.
and I remember it was like 300.
I
Like
wasn't
people.
in the car, right?
No, you went down with me.
Yeah. I was with you at this point?
Yeah, because I remember we walked onto like I think it was Spring Garden or it was like Cecil B. Moore. It was like some main street,
Yeah.
and people were just like running both ends, and it was like a scene out of 300. I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
And I remember there was a glass. There was like a window in a building that someone threw a brick through, but
Yeah.
the window was perfectly intact except a brick hole, like
Yeah,
a
just
perfect
the brick hole.
rectangle.
Just a brick hole.
And
that fucking night was crazy, man.
And I remember you went up and touched the glass and it just shattered into a million pieces. And a cop was like, hey, and you ran down like to a subway.
I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Peace.
And,
yeah,
I remember the ongoing joke was like, Shane's probably having the night of his life because we lost you.
Oh, dude, it was.
And then a Pepsi truck drove by.
Yeah.
Like a tractor trailer Pepsi truck.
Yeah.
And you were just on top of the truck and you were like, greatest night ever.
Yeah, like fucking Teen Wolf.
I was like, what a fucking
Yeah,
loser.
so like the anarchy of that night was awesome, dude. I mean, fucking, I love the police. Police are great, Maybe in this climate, I might get lynched for saying that.
Yeah. I mean, both their dads were cops.
Yeah, come on. But like I saw cop cars turned over on fire, just fucking ablaze.
Burn it all down.
Dumpsters just lit up. People climbing on fucking street lights, just going fucking crazy. We ruin a city because we win the championship.
Yeah.
And I just thrive in that environment.
It's great.
You want me to destroy shit? Yeah, I'll do it.
Dude, that was the prime of our lives.
Yeah, and around that time, I don't know if you remember, I used to wear a blazer all the time. I'd wear literally a fucking blazer, like a suit jacket.
I don't know if you wore it that night, but
I'm pretty sure I did.
I remember we went to Bloomsburg that weekend because it was like Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
And I remember I remember
those were the wafer days.
Yeah, and I think you were just straight up on the diesel at that point. Too.
All right, maybe it was these.
But I remember you had your high school girlfriend at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I remember the whole day before we went to Bloomsburg, I was just trying to get ecstasy before we went down.
Yeah,
because it was Halloween.
Yeah.
And I remember we got down there, dude, and I only had like $20. We were only staying the night, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just get a 30 rack of natty.
Yeah.
The beer delivery guy came to Bloomsburg, which is a depressing town.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you were all doped up. You just started seeing this girl, so your dong didn't work, and you got prescribed Viagra.
I got the Viagra, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember this is what, dude. This night I'll just never forget it because I spent the $20 and someone was like, hey, I just found ecstasy. Do you want it? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want it. Where were you 20 minutes? I just spent, someone lent me $20 and I got the E-bomb, dude. And it was like, it looked like a nub of a eraser ripped off. I was like, this shit's going to be weak.
Yeah, E's crazy. It's got like heroin in it, cocaine, MDMA, everything. It's
and
like,
I remember I was rolling my fucking face off and we went to like a party downstairs in the apartment complex and it was just strobe lights and techno music. And I'm just sitting in there dancing. And someone's like, are you having the time of your life? I said, this is a fucking nightmare.
Joe,
like, I don't like doing ecstasy shit on ecstasy.
I think I might relapse tonight. You're making this feel really, really nostalgic.
It was a fun time, dude.
I'm like, yes.
Those were the good old days, dude.
They were, man. They were good old days where you didn't have as many fucking, consequences for your actions. I mean, I did. Don't get me wrong.
But I remember I was staying at my buddy's house. You were supposed to stay with her because did she go to that school or she had friends that went there? You were supposed to stay with her. I remember that.
I think you're confusing Bloomsburg with Stroudsburg.
But it was at Bloomsburg, though. Okay. This all happened at Bloomsburg because I remember it was Halloween. I remember I was rolling my face off.
Right now, she went to East Stroudsburg and we were at Bloomsburg.
I remember you were all fucking dope lean fiending. And she got mad at you for it because she was like, you're fucked up right now.
I'm like, what do you care?
She's like, you're not sleeping with me. And I remember we had to share a futon and we're laying in the bed. I'm rolling my face off just staring at the ceiling. And you were like, I took 4 Viagras, man. And I was like, excuse me, dude? And I just got up and I started smoking cigs outside.
And I mean, like, how old was I then? I mean, I'm 32. I was probably, what,
18?
19?
Yeah, something.
19, take a Viagra?
Yeah.
I'm a savage, dude.
Because your dick didn't work.
My dick didn't work because I did heroin all day. Yeah. It was just limp,
So message for the kids out there, heroin makes your dick not work.
Yeah, if you're going to do heroin, make sure you have a backup blue Viagra pill.
Yeah.
And flipping the script.
Flipping the script, dude.
While licking the clit.
Oh, man. Flicking the tit.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'd love to do a rap right now, but there's just, no one's willing to give me a beat or anything.
Gotta save it for the end.
Yeah, we'll save it for the end.
All right. That's cool. We can do that. I'm definitely down with that. I thought that picture up there was a Third Eye Blind record.
You love Third Eye Blind.
I do.
It's
Third Eye
one of those
Blind's
bands
dope,
where you were like, dude, other than their hit singles, they really rip. And I was like, okay.
Yo, 3EB, Steven Jenkins,
yeah,
dude.
that's your shit.
They're fucking good, man. Like, that first album was really good with Semi-Charmed Life.
Yeah.
And then they had Blue, which I thought that it was that album. Then Out of Vein. He was a heroin addict, too. He was a junkie, so I related to his music. I think he was. I mean, he sung about it a
Yeah.
lot.
I think the dude in Everclear was a junkie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that I know his name. Alex Arkansas. No, wait a minute. His last name is Alex Salkis.
Nice.
His first name is Arthur Alexalkis. So I remember him in an interview always saying, if you want to pronounce my name, I've always liked the band Kiss. But my last name is Alex Saul Kiss.
Yeah.
Arthur Alexalkis. It's a dope Greek name.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I like them. They're good. They rip, dude.
Yo, can I-
90s alternative.
Hold on, can I say something? All right,
Yeah.
so like for the longest time, I had no clue what this meant. We'll swim out past the breakers and watch the world die. What's a breaker?
I don't know.
It's what people out west or in England call waves. Breakers. The waves are breaking. So we'll swim out past the breakers and we'll watch the world die. Did you know that, Mark?
What's that, buddy?
Never mind.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
not listening.
Yeah. Yeah, swim out past the breakers and watch the world
They're
die.
playing Super Smash, dude.
No, I was listening.
I never knew a breaker was another name for a wave. So it's like, let's ride the breakers in, mate.
Oh, yeah, I swear.
You know? So this is going well.